Every small town has its secrets, but some secrets refuse to stay buried. 20 years ago, in the quiet town of Kettering, Ohio, Shannon Anderson, a bright, loving 29-year-old, vanished without a trace. What happened to her would remain unsolved for decades, until one man's dark secrets finally came to light. This is her story. A bright young mother of two, full of life and laughter, suddenly vanishes without a trace. A seemingly perfect boyfriend who was supposed to love and protect her reports her missing. Weeks later, her lifeless body is discovered in a rural field, the victim of a brutal and senseless crime. And then, nothing. For nearly 25 years, her case goes cold, leaving her family and community desperate for answers. Until now. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the most chilling and mysterious true crime stories that leave you questioning everything. If you love unraveling dark secrets and uncovering the truth, make sure you subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's dive into the heart-wrenching and sinister case of Shannon Anderson. Shannon Anderson was just 29 years old when her life was tragically cut short. A devoted mother of two young girls, ages 7 and 9, Shannon was described as the kind of person who could light up any room. Her mother, Nancy Rutherford, fondly recalled how Shannon's infectious laughter and vibrant personality brought joy to everyone around her. But behind her radiant smile, Shannon was struggling. In March 2001, Shannon, recently divorced, moved back to Kettering, Ohio from Destin, Florida, in search of a fresh start. She found a job at Voss Dodge in Centerville and began rebuilding her life. It was during this time that she met Jonathan Eric Link, a man 12 years her senior. Jonathan seemed charming, stable, and supportive, but as you'll soon discover, appearances can be deceiving. Shannon and Jonathan moved in together on Far Hills Avenue in Kettering. To outsiders, they appeared to be a happy couple, but Shannon's close friends and family knew things weren't as perfect as they seemed. Just days before her disappearance, Shannon confided in her mother, Nancy, about the mounting stress she was under. She spoke of challenges at work, the pressures of moving, and tensions with Jonathan. Nancy later recalled that Shannon wasn't happy in her relationship. But what exactly was going on behind closed doors? Pause for a question. Could the warning signs have been missed, or was Shannon trapped in a situation she couldn't escape? Let us know what you think in the comments below. On the evening of July 28, 2001, Shannon left her apartment to meet friends at the Casablanca Club in Washington Township. It was a typical Saturday night, and Shannon had planned to unwind after a long week. But Shannon never made it home. 2 days later, on July 30th, Jonathan reported her missing to the Kettering Police Department. He claimed she hadn't returned since Saturday, and that her 1997 Oldsmobile minivan was also gone. At first, Jonathan seemed like a concerned boyfriend, but as investigators dug deeper, his story began to raise questions. Why had he waited 2 days to report Shannon missing? Why didn't he join her friends and family in actively searching for her? Despite being the prime suspect, there wasn't enough evidence to charge him at the time. The case went cold. Weeks later, on August 16th, Shannon's worst fate was confirmed. Her body was discovered in a rural area near Clarksburg, Ohio, in Ross County. The medical examiner determined that Shannon had died from multiple blunt force trauma to the head, a horrific and violent end for a woman who deserved so much more. Shannon's family was devastated. Her daughters, just 7 and 9 years old, were left without their mother. Nancy Rutherford, her mother, was determined to find justice for Shannon, but the lack of evidence left her feeling powerless. Over the years, Shannon's daughters were raised by family members who tried their best to shield them from the pain of losing their mother in such a brutal way. What do you think it would feel like to live decades without answers about what happened to a loved one? Share your thoughts below. For nearly 25 years, Shannon's case remained unsolved. Jonathan Link went on to live his life, even marrying in 2008 and starting a family of his own. While his public record included minor infractions, such as traffic violations, he managed to avoid any direct suspicion, at least on the surface. But the wheels of justice have a way of turning, even if slowly. In January 2025, new evidence brought Shannon's case back to life. The Tactical Crime Suppression Unit, along with other law enforcement agencies, reopened the investigation. They conducted additional interviews and located new witnesses, piecing together a stronger case against Jonathan Link. Advancements in forensic technology played a pivotal role. While the specifics of the evidence have not been disclosed, it was compelling enough to convince a Montgomery County grand jury to indict Jonathan on 2 counts of murder. On January 13, 2025, Jonathan Link was arrested at his home in Centerville, Ohio. After decades of evasion, justice was finally catching up to him. As the trial approaches, questions still linger. What truly happened between Jonathan and Shannon that fateful night? Did they argue? Was her death premeditated, or did something spiral out of control? And most importantly, how will the court decide his fate? Shannon's family, her daughters, her mother Nancy, and all those who loved her, can finally begin to hope for closure. While nothing can bring Shannon back, holding her killer accountable is a step toward healing the wounds left by her tragic death. Thank you for staying with us through this heart-wrenching story. If you found this case as compelling as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on true crime cases that deserve to be told. And remember, every voice matters in the pursuit of justice. Until next time, stay safe.